Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Is your person a ring or is it a fling? Is it a short-term thing or a long-term thing? Let's find out. Now, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you're finding this video, it's good to watch. You've been drawn to it for a reason. Each one of these readings that's got a deeper dive to it, that's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, wanted to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we're popping a link for up there. There's also a link for that in the description box below. Now, these readings is from your person's perspective, whether it's a ring or a fling for them. The deeper dive is more about you from your perspective and guidance for you. So just to let you know that. All you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? Crystal is out with the vision card. Or would you like the flower? The flower is out with the majesty card. Or would you like the shell? The shell is out with the magic maker card. So take your pick now, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into a prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that gets you entered into the second draw, so 2 chances to win here. I do a Today's Tarot every single day of the year here on my channel. I also go live 3 times a week as well in my Psychic Cafe show, where I give 1-question readings amongst other things. Now, you can book in for one of those 1-question readings if you want more than these deeper dives and these pick a card reads. If you want to know about your specific case, then you can get one of those 1-question readings for clarity if you want. Book yourself in. There's a link in the description box below and also up there too. I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, then send you the link to the replay. So you don't need to be able to make it live to that show. You won't miss it. I'll send it to you anyway. Or you can come live. You can join us live, get to know each other better, and I can do it for you in the live as well. I also offer private readings from our website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. Various types of those. You can add on reduced price energy healing to that as well if you want a more complete holistic kind of a service to move you forward in life. I get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. So crystal, flower or shell, take your pick now. You can find your timestamps in the description box below and in the comments below to fast forward to your reading and enjoy. So if you chose the crystal and this one's for you crystals, let's find out, is your person a ring or a fling? Is it going to be a long thing or is it just a short-term thing? Let's see. Now, as usual, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, we're popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Now, already getting distracted by the messages coming in about your person, so let's get straight into it. Because one of your cards, it went over there and it's a coming of age card, and I was just getting, if there's an age gap between you, or if your person is nearing a significant age, they might be waiting for that transcendence to get over something. I just clearly got a message like if they're nearing a significant age, so 39 about to turn 40, 49 about to turn 50, something like that, or 29 about to turn 30, more likely with these energies, they perhaps have family or people around them telling them not to do something before a certain age or something like that. It's like almost like permission, like once you are at that age, then you can decide for yourself or something like that. It's strange, a really strange message, I know, but is it a ring or a fling? I don't know, not yet. Let's see. Vision. So I think your person's got a vision for the future, but it's almost like they're stopping themselves, holding themselves back, like they've given themselves when I've come of age, when I'm at that age, or when I've achieved this. It doesn't have to be about an age thing, but it's that kind of thing. They've given themselves like a hurdle to get over first. But I think they've got a vision for the future, so I think this could be a long-term thing. Rescue. Oh, okay. Help others in need. Or ask for assistance when you need it. Rescuer. Could have a rescuer here now. What am I talking about? A rescuer. Fixer. Someone that likes to find broken people and rescue them. It's a sign that somebody isn't dealing with their own stuff when they do that. Because when we've dealt with our own stuff, when we take a step back from trying to help everyone else, fix everyone else, and we realize, oh, it's me that needs fixing, and we sort ourselves out, then we realize, and when we do that, we realize I was the only one that I could ever help myself out, and I needed to find it within myself. And then we realize I can't do it for anyone else. They've got to do it for themselves too. So when there's a rescuer in our lives, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, it's a sign that they've not dealt with their stuff. It's a sign that they're not looking at themselves because they haven't yet realized they're the only one that can sort themselves out. They haven't yet realized that we're the only ones that can sort ourselves out. So there's a bit of a red flag there. Or a lot of a red flag outside. I don't think someone can have a healthy relationship or even friendship when they're in that fixer mode. And I think a lot of us have been there. I certainly have. I used to do that, and then I woke up to it. I woke up to it when I was trying to help a friend out, and I just realised I'm doing exactly the same thing, just to a lesser degree. It's me that I need to sort out, not her. Because I was getting frustrated that she wasn't making any changes, and I'm like, hang on a minute, it's me that needs to make those changes, not her. And it really woke me up, and I really took a step back from all friendships, just step back from everyone that I was around and really focused on myself. So they could have a vision for the future, but they've got something to get over and kind of grow up. Okay, Justice, they feel like this is a match. Well, that makes more sense with that coming of age thing then, because they might be aware that they've got something going on here. But it can take a while to heal ourselves, even once we've got to that point where we realise, it's me that needs fixing, not everyone else, right? 4 of Wands, card of marriage, so they could be thinking that this is a long-term thing. Now, it's looking like this is a ring situation, however, in their mind. However, at face value right now, with their energies, not conducive to a long-term relationship. Wheel of Fortune, they feel like it's fated. Fated meeting, fated connection. Right, tell us more about this. Justice card, so they feel like you're a match. Match made in heaven. A lot in common or something like that. Tell us about this. 6 of Materials can reciprocate. Perhaps in the same stage of life or something like that as well. It could be too. So I'm getting less of the age gap now and more that they need to get over something, mature in some kind of a way. Stripping illusions and teaching. Okay. There's this, who am I fooling? Who am I fooling? Crystals is way ahead of me. Crystals is my teacher. If they are a rescuer, this could be they want to get into a long-term relationship with you, but they know that they need to stop doing that first. But you might have already stopped doing that, and so you're the leader, the teacher, and this, if you're not careful, as it is at the moment, would get into you helping them out, you rescuing them situation, you teaching them like a therapist. You don't want that, a partner where you just... I know we have to help each other in relationships, but when it starts out as being that therapist customer situation, it's not good. 4 of Wands, but marriage, thinking long-term marriage, that kind of thing, long-term partnerships. 3 of Materials, planning together, like you're on the same page again. 6 of Materials and 3 of Materials, I think like you could be on the same page, but I feel like it's a projection. Like I think they could get up to your level. There's grounding behind that. It feels very grounding. So there's obviously a wish for them to be in long-term relationship with you. There's also an energy here of them realizing that you're ahead of them too. You're kind of teaching them, and they kind of want that. But that's not a romantic relationship. That's not a partnership. Wheel of Fortune. They feel like this is fated. Could be in something about your meeting. Knight of Voices. Rushing in, but saying no, Hierophant for the long term. Someone's rushing in, someone's saying no, long term has to be slow, something like that. There might be, you might have said something like that to them to slow down. And that might have got them thinking more of, oh, this is long-term thing. They were expecting long-term thing. I have to slow it down to be with crystals. Inner journey and go on that inner journey. Yeah. They do seem to have an awareness about this rescue thing, is what it feels like. Okay, so let's find out more. Ring or fling. Embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. Now, this is from their perspective. I'm reading this from their perspective. So they think they're finding the missing pieces through you. Will you find some missing pieces of yourself with this person? I don't think so. I think I'm picking up that you're ahead of them, and there's not so many missing pieces in you. And not that any of us have got nothing left to learn, but I don't think we learn it from someone that's coming behind us. You know, I think we just end up in a draining situation when we're in that. Talk less, feel more. You got them in their fields. You got them in their fields, but it's about themselves and their path. I think you have a healing influence on this person, you know. So again, healer, customer, not necessarily great, not healthy for a romantic relationship. I think they want ring, or they think that it's headed that way. They've certainly got a vision for that and think that you could be that. But I think with this reading is saying that's because you're a catch to them, because you can help them with the emotional issues that they've realized that they've got. There's passion between you and trust as well. They trust you and they're passionate about you as well. So there's strong attraction for you too. What else? Floating on air. Yeah, I feel like this person, I think you're a real good catch. Want to be with you. I think you want to be with them is another thing. But rules, and I think this is something that you have said, that Knight of Voices Hierophant, don't rush, you need to say things slowly. I think you could have given them some rules here to slow things down maybe, but they're floating on air. They think that makes you serious about them, and you might have been kind of keeping them at a distance. Well, you're watching this about them, so I guess you're still considering them. Hey, let's get some messages from them. What would they like to say for themselves? The jealous and the possessive. I gave into temptation. Jealous and possessive, but gave into temptation. So, okay. And I do feel like that's with someone else. It's not always with that card. Be tempted about many different things, you know, like drinking again or something like that. I find you incredibly attractive. So there's a strong attraction. Yeah, I just get like you're the teacher kind of thing. I'm ashamed of how I treated you. Okay. They wish they'd done things. I think probably you've taught them already. I've unwittingly sabotaged our connection. Didn't mean to. I'm afraid of losing you. So they're trying to claw you back here. Okay. Now, ring or fling. They want ring. I would say that this is just a fling. I would say that it's best for just a fling. But if this sounds like it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, I'm going to go more into your energy, from your point of view, this relationship. Let's get some advice for you, see how this relationship would be. Can it work? Are there any red flags to look out for? Amber flags to look out for? How can you make it work really well? If it can work at all. And how this is all going to play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Some apple in my teeth. You didn't tell me. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully. Get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal. Sorry about this. Apple. On a device you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, I'll get you entered into the second prize draw as well. So good luck with winning those. But if this is where you leave... Oh, and don't forget as well, I offer those one question readings. So if you've got more questions about specifically your situation, you want validation on that, you can book yourself in for a one question reading if you want. There's a link in the description box below for that. But yeah, if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive for even more, I'll see you in there very shortly. So So if you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out, is your person a ring or a fling? Is it a long-term thing or is it a short-term thing? Let's see. Now, as usual, flowers, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Let's get straight into your reading. Ring or fling, let's see. Leave behind what is no longer you. Okay. What is no longer you? I'm reading this from their perspective, so they might be letting it go of things in the past, figuring out who they are, what is it they want next, that kind of thing. We've got Majesty. Okay, they're really looking up to you, really respect you, and relaxation. You make them feel really good. Your Majesty, you make them feel really good, relaxed. Calm. You've got a calming presence about you. What are they thinking? Wild. Okay. Believe in your otherworldly beauty. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. This person's quite enamored with you. Let's get deeper into it. It's kind of feeling like a fling at the moment, but let's get deeper into it. Tell us more, please, from this person's perspective. For flowers. Ring or fling. Seven of Wands. Protective of themselves. Two of Cups, they feel like this is a match, a love match. You're their match. Divine connection. Be interesting what cards come out with that, right? We've got the Three of Wands and the Knight of Swords, but buying the time, waiting for perfect timing to rush in. Isn't that weird? It's like I'm slowly waiting for the time when I can rush. Let's find out what all of this is about. Your person's a little bit complicated, I would say. What this situation is. Seven of Wands. Why have we got the Seven of Wands? Why are they protecting themselves? What's all that about? Is this like a commitment phobe or something? Wheel of Fortune. For the luck to change. Why? Why the luck to change? Queen of Emotions, because they want to give to you. This is someone that's lost something. They were unlucky. Not in love. Unlucky in something in life. They might have lost a load of money or lost a business or lost a job or something like that. And to be turning things around, and they're waiting for the luck to change because they want to give to you. Queen of Emotions. They want to have something to give to you. Okay. Waiting for that luck to change. Could be a superstitious kind of a person. Truth. Oh, it's because they don't want you to know something. Okay. Okay. So they are biding the time, protecting themselves. Don't want to admit something to you. How they were unlucky because they're probably beating themselves up about it. They want to turn that around so they can come and tell you the truth. Not the truth of what they've been through. Majesty, they're looking up to you. Seeing you as beautiful, mysterious, wild, free. Yeah, they don't want to bring garbage into your life. They want to have something to offer you. So they're biding their time, protecting themselves for now, so that they don't have to tell you what they've been going through. So it's kind of a feeling like they want to be perfect for you, or just not reveal something they've been through. I don't know. Maybe it's got something. Maybe it does have something to do with an ex. Be pretty embarrassing, like to lose a lot of money to an ex or something like that. I don't know. It could be something like that. Two of Cups, but they're seeing you as a love match. Made in heaven. What's this love match? Partnership card. Two of Cups. Tell us why. Oh, that's a lot of cards. Oh, you're opening the heart up again. This is really sweet. Hierophant, they're looking for long term. Six of Materials, I think the reciprocant. You can reciprocate, like it's a reciprocal relationship. Three of Materials and plans, like you would want the same things in life and plan together and all that kind of thing. Putting your heads together to create something. Two of Voices, but they're unsure. What are they unsure of? That seems very sure, like you've defrosted their heart. So this person has been through some hard times. They're looking for something long term, thinking this is really good. But then there's that Two of Voices saying, but I don't know. They seem pretty sure, and then they say, but I don't know. So there's a bit of fear, isn't there? Tell us what's behind that. Is it fear? I think it is. Omen, sign. I told you they're superstitious. I was feeling that. Superstitious. This person's superstitious. Now, superstitious, bad luck. They had some bad luck. They want to turn it around. It's perhaps they don't want to start something with you. They could be superstitious about that. They need to clear some karma first because of that bad luck. Okay. Yes. So this person, it's like ring, but there's still a bit pulling them back. So 3 of Wands, this makes sense now. 3 of Wands are waiting for perfect timing to rush in. It's like just holding themselves back until they're sure. Knight of Inspiration, very passionate, like really attracted to you, wanting to move forward, like, and get with you. 8 of Materials, and it's that reciprocal energy again, like the hard work that they're doing, you're doing hard work too. Yeah, it could be that they see you as having a good work ethic, and they do too as well, and a lot of passion for you. Oh, but they're just holding themselves back. What's behind that? Duality. Yeah, so they're in 2 minds all the time. There's this duality. There's always a bit of a but in each of these, you know. Yeah, but I'm protecting myself right now. Yeah, but I had this bad luck. Yeah, but I need to be able to offer something. Yeah, but I'm not sure. It's looking really good. And then there's a but each time. Tell us more. Ring or fling for flowers. Oops. It's getting a bit messy. Okay, you are very calming and relaxing. Oh, it's important right now to take a step back, spend some time alone, is what they're doing. They're kind of avoiding you right now. But, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. It's on, but it's not. Is what it is. They believe you're their person. They're just holding back from you for like, I don't know, that duality thing, whatever's going on with them. Forgive. Hoping you can forgive them, and perhaps it's the pulling away thing. They might feel really bad about that. But it just feels like this person needs to be sure and like make a definitive decision themselves, come towards you, for it to be a go for them. Now, there's superstition here as well. So there's chemistry between you. There's attraction between you. Daydream about it. But self-love, right? Yeah, it might be that they need to love themselves more first and sort something out. Chemistry, daydreaming about being with you. But got to do the self-love thing first. See, there's always a but. It's good, but. Happiness and revenge. So you'd be happy together, they know that, but revenge. This thing from the past, the unlucky thing. Is it an ex? Someone getting revenge on them? Someone got revenge on them in the past? I don't know. But it could be that karma thing that I was picking up on. What do they want to say? What would they like to say? I check on you from afar. They believe that you're that person. They're just biding their time. I miss you. Oh, sweet. I'm so sorry. They've got a sweet energy. They're so sorry for like keeping you waiting, I think. What else? I get emotional when I think of you. They do have a sweet energy. I'm working up the courage to contact you. Oh. Okay. Just take all of those, they said. So, I want a new beginning with you, they say. I want to know what fell on the floor as well. Stick around for that. I want a new beginning with you. So they do want to start. Water under the bridge. What's going on at the moment? They hope they can leave it behind. I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? So they do love you. Right now they're emotionally unavailable though. They have to pull back. There's a lot of passion and desire for you. I wish I could turn back the clock and do things over. And on the floor is, I'm afraid of losing you. There is an element here where they want to rush things forward, but they're just not ready. This person is just not ready. They're afraid of losing you, but not enough to rush things right now. It's like they've got to be sure in themselves first. Very monitored kind of a person, you know. Perhaps strict with themselves, rules with themselves, that kind of thing. Ring or fling? I would say that this is ring, but it's just going to take, they're just going to take the time in getting into this. But I would say ring. Well, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story you wanted to be a story. You might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, I'm going to focus on your side of things then. So is this good for you? Yeah, guidance for you. Let's get that from the guides in the situation you find yourself in right now. Now, also, guidance for you, this relationship. You guys together, what are the dynamics between you? Are there red flags, amber flags to look out for? Or can you make it work really well? Let's see what into this relationship. And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. I'd lost my necklace then. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully. Get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second prize draw too. So good luck with winning those. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive for even more, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose this shell and this one's for you, shells, let's find out how your person, no, not how your person feels about you at the moment. Ring or fling? Is this a long-term thing? Is it a short-term thing? Let's find out. Now, I'm reading it from their perspective, not yours. The deeper dive will be like your perspective and what this is to you. So, is it a ring or a fling to them? Let's see. Now, as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. So if you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. Okay, so let's get into this reading. You got tea ceremony out first, so they want to take things slowly. Tea ceremony, but it's being very conscious about it too. They could be self-conscious about this. They could be finding it hard to make a decision. It could be magic maker and trust. Could be trust issues here. Could be taking the time because of that. Magic maker. Seeing you as magical. Can they trust you? They're seeing you as a magical. If you're drawing them in, there is a little bit of mistrust here. They want to take things slowly as a result. Okay. You know, the kind of thing like, am I under Shell's love spell or something like that? They might just be trying to figure out whether this is real or not, or whether they're infatuated. It could be something like that. Voyage, set sail on a new course, could mean a lot of change within their life if they do this. They'll be setting sail on a new course and making a big decision. So yeah, I think a lot is riding on this for them. It could mean big lifestyle change or big life decisions that go along with this. They want to take it slowly and just like, can they trust this? Can they trust you? You seem pretty magical to them, perhaps with a lot of strong energy. Could be kind of obsessed with you, this person. Let's see. Ace of Cups. Yeah, they're in love with you. I'm not getting a real strong hold on their energy. So they're in love with you. Happily ever after. Really in love with you. They feel so strong. And they're asking themselves, like, this is... Am I under their spell? That Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, they are like someone madly in love with you. And perhaps they're asking themselves, are they mad? You know? The Star. These cards, this person is hopeful. It's all very strong feeling, like really strong feeling now. Okay. So they've got like incredibly strong feelings for you. Tell us this Ace of Cups. They're in love with you. the Empress, because wow, you're amazing. Divine Feminine, what's behind that? Can they trust this? Got very strong feelings for you. And you know when it's like, is this like too good to be true? Is this too much? It feels like that they're kind of questioning it. Teaching. Interesting. Teaching behind that. So they might be looking up to you here. You're teaching them a lot. They could be looking up to you. 10 of Cups, the happily ever after. So they're believing you're the happily ever after. Death. But again, it'll bring big change into their life. Death and rebirth. That's big change, big life choice, big change. To choose you is a big change. Growth is behind that, and a lot would be expected of them. That could be why that teaching thing. Okay. Considering you, got a lot of feeling for you, but they're considering like what this means to them, what changes it would bring in their life. A lot. They already know it's going to bring a lot of change, but do they want those changes? I think is what they're asking themselves. So they're very hopeful. Star card, very hopeful. 2 of materials, but they're weighing up their options. This person is trying to decide. Pros and cons list. I think you come with a life change. Setting sail on a new course. Like if they choose you, it's like a big life decision because it takes them on a completely different trajectory, perhaps than the one that they were on. That's what it feels like to me. And what's behind that? Weighing up their options, but the hopeful abundance is behind that. Money's behind that. Money, huh? Okay. Money's behind that. They want to take things slowly. They want to make a wise decision here. There's more at play here. They're wondering, like they've got such strong feelings for you. They're wondering, are you a bit magic? Are they under your spell? But this set sail on a new course, and this death card is definitely like you'd bring massive change into their life if they chose this. And it feels like they're thinking about that. Whether it's what they truly want. It's a defining moment in their life, I think. But I think it's good to realize that when we're in these positions, you know, of like, I could choose this person, but then life would change completely for me. And so I've got to think about that. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. Yeah, in order to see things clearly, you must let go. So there's something about the strength of feeling that they're worried is muddying their thinking and it's making them not clear. They might have taken a step back to try and get out of that feeling, all of that. Like this is Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Star is intense feeling. Like you make this person feel a lot. So they could be like taking a step back. 2 materials is very much doing a pros and cons list. That is someone that is like backed out of it. Let's just have a look at things from the surface. Material world now, you know, let's get into reality. Let's make a pros and cons list, and I'll try and like stop feeling. The emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but I need to make a decision based on logic, is what it feels like to me. Be real, yeah. Reflect on priorities. What are my priorities? So they are asking themselves, like, do I want this big change in my life that goes along with this relationship? And they're trying to be real about it and, you know, logical about it. Okay. They've got very strong feelings for you, but they're also trying to make a logical decision here based on their priorities and the rest of their life and the change that this would bring in. Confusion. They're confused. About what? Commitment. So it doesn't feel like a commitment foe, but it feels like if they get with you, then they're committing to a whole new, different kind of life. Different than the course that they thought they were on. That's what it is. You're bringing some unknown, some that they didn't expect life to go this way. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just they need to make a decision about it. So they're confused about that. Do they want to commit to this? Do they want to choose it? Giving oneself, got plenty to give, and they're lonely right now. They want this relationship and they're in love with you and it's looking really good, but they're taking the decision very seriously because of what it brings with it. It's just like the same message over and over again, really, isn't it? Repeating myself. Cards saying it in different ways. So they've got a lot to give this person. They want to give themselves. This is the end. Now, not necessarily the end of this relationship, although it could be that too. They could be deciding no. But it's the end of something. Whether it's a yes or a no, it's the end, either the end of this relationship or the end of their whole life. You know, it's black and white for them like that. It goes both ways. There's so much I want to tell you. Jealous and possessive, and they love you. Yeah, of course, they love you. I mean, that's obvious. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, the Star. This person already loves you. They're already in love with you. But jealous and possessive. You're mine. Okay. What else would they like to say? Destined connection. Feel like you're fated. Oh, for some of them, it feels like it's too soon, is what it is. There's obstacles, yeah. No, I just picked up on that. It's like too soon. They didn't expect to meet you, like, right about now. I'm ashamed of how I treated you. I've unwittingly sabotaged our connection. So they feel bad about perhaps the pullback that they've done, or if they've done worse than that, like outright rejected you or you know, withdrew or something like that, then they're not happy about that. Because they're in love with you, but they need more space. So if you've been trying to move things along, they will have pulled back. It's like, this is a big decision for me. I need to make this first. I think you need to wait for this person to move towards you. Now, just putting this in, because I realized I didn't say it in the main reading, but now I've done the deeper dive. Is this a ring or a fling? It could go either way. It could be either one. I think you're both in a decision-making process, and so you both need to decide. It really could be either of them. Up to you. If that sounds like it is your story, could be a story, you want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. Because in that extended reading, I'm going to focus on you. So seeing things from, this has been from their perspective. I want to focus on your perspective now. Guidance for you in this situation then. So should you completely back off from any kind of, you know, trying to progress this, or what should you do? Guidance for you in this relationship. You guys together, what are the dynamics between you? What could they be? Are there any amber flags, red flags to look out for? How can you make it work really well? And how might this all play out with possible timelines? If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below too. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. And it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell. On your device, you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you entered into the second prize draw for a free reading with me. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive for even more, then I'll see you in there very shortly.